the man who tells me that I am not depressed. You speak of depression as a cloud that passes over my life like thunderstorms. Temporary, without intention, just coming and going like a part of my week. But the funny thing about the weather is that we don't get to decide how long it stays and when it leaves. To tell me my depression isn't real is to take something that occupies most of my life and remove it from me. Meaning I am not existing most of the time by your logic, which makes sense on the days where my body is more of a trigger warning than a piece of me. You legitimize erasure with broad strokes of your privilege, your platform, your gender, cis and safe, in a world that knows you as the black man who don't see color, who is quicker to blame the symptoms than the constructs that cause them. Never mind that we die at the speed of a bullet on a near daily basis. Let's just focus on our perceptions instead. Let's focus on the idea that I should let that man touch me because my anxiety about him touching me is all in my head. Let's just try to view the world from a perspective that doesn't have men like you threatening to kill women like me. You see those clouds? They've been there for years, drowning my loved ones in a sea of police uniforms, bathing us in our own blood, and covering the earth with our bones as fertilizer for another gentrified neighborhood. Would it then still be strange to you that we fear walking outside in the storm? Because lightning only seems to strike those whose skin is dark, illuminating us only in death, then washing away all memory of who we are. Makes the waters where some of us live toxic, so we face floods and droughts like they were meant for each other. Knowing that this erasure occurs only forces us to wait outside with buckets, not for raindrops, but for ashes, traces of who we were, so we can learn and remember. So tell me again, how's the weather on your side of the world? One where you always get to see the sun, and we watch the world from our windows, too scared to dance in the rain. Hi everyone, it's Vita here. I want to thank you all so much for checking out this video. I want to give a little bit of a backstory so it doesn't just seem like I'm dragging someone through the mud. Prince E is a poet who has gone viral many a time for a lot of different reasons. Poems about sustainability, poems about how race is a construct, poems about how people who are depressed are not depressed. This is a man who seems to have no trouble speaking for others as if they're not alive to tell their own stories and establish their own reasoning. And so when faced with erasure in that way, there comes this call to set the record straight. Neurodivergent people are not making up our pain. If a human being were to fall and injure themselves, to break their leg or something like that, you wouldn't look that human being in the eyes and tell them to suck it up and deal with it, right? Tell them that their pain isn't real. Tell them that their inability to function the way that they used to function isn't real. Would you? So why this constant stigma to erase people who deal with mental disability on a daily basis? Why? What does that do for you? Do you think it gives people hope? Do you think it gives people some sort of solace or joy? It doesn't. And for a lot of us, it makes it hard to accept that anything's even going on. Because why believe something that no one else does? It's just time to let people speak for themselves. Okay? I guess that's all I have to say about it. Let people speak for themselves. Because we're still here to have this conversation. And if we keep getting erased, some of us, especially as depressed people, as legitimately depressed people, are not going to want to stick around anymore. Believe people when they say they're depressed. Believe people when they say they have anxiety. Believe people when they say that something is going on that you can't understand, because no one knows a human being's story better than them. And maybe if we spent more time paying attention to each other than erasing each other, we would know that already. That being said, I witness you, I love you, and I lift you. Don't forget about us. To forget about us is to erase us. This is Vita E. Peace.